Our society is a very go-getter, do it for yourself, bring yourself up by the bootstraps, really doesn't leave room for people who need help. And asking for help is not something that people often feel comfortable doing. I want to let people know that it's okay to say what is going on, what you're hiding. A lot of my work, as you can see, has masks. I'm exploring the inner and outer persona and the masks that we hide behind. I personally experienced this myself. There's issues that I have struggled with, both physical and emotional and mental. And to pass as normal, as they say, has been exhausting. And it is exhausting. In fact, the piece I'm standing next to is "This is exhausting," because of the kind of the energy it takes to look normal, whatever normal happens to be in the community we're in. This came out of kind of a lifelong passion for getting rid of the stigma of hidden disabilities, of mental illness, of autism, things that people don't show about themselves and feel they need to hide from the outside world. I am an artist, I'm also an art therapist, I'm also a licensed MFT, and so both my personal experience and my professional experience has brought me to be very passionate about disabilities, about illness, about invisible disabilities, and also the discrimination that people experience, the ableism in our society, that people have a hard time getting accommodations, getting modifications that are really fair for them. I find that people are always hiding something about themselves. And it could be someone who doesn't feel comfortable coming out as LGBTQ or doesn't feel comfortable coming out as the gender that they know that they really are, either to family or to friends. Maybe it is depression and anxiety. Could be something in their family, in their religion. It could be something just in society as a whole. Creating art is often a selfish endeavor, and it is my art therapy as well. The reason I want to show my art is so people can see it and say, oh, that's how I feel. That's what's going on with me. And give the opportunity for somebody to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel understood. That's why I'm passionate about getting this show out there. That I've had people come to me and say, this particular piece is exactly what it feels like to experience this. I have one piece called Keeping the Anxiety Monster at Bay. And people that struggle with anxiety look at it and say, yes, that's what it's like. As a person who also struggles with anxiety, I completely understand that. And so that's how I created that piece. What does this feel like to me? What is my experience? Knowing that somebody else out there will understand and feel this too. When I realized that people would get to see these pieces in person, I decided I wanted to create some interactive parts. And some of that is also the art therapist in me, that, you know, that art is not just to be looked at, but to be a part of. So there's two sections here in the gallery. There's one section that has a mirror and a window and markers that you could write on with both. And the window has to do with what is your outer persona? What do you present to the world? And then the mirror is what is your inner persona? What is it you wish people knew about you? What is it you're hiding from other people? The other section are masks that I created just for the in-person show that are on stands. So I want people to lift them and look at them and hold them and see through them. And what is on the outside is basically presenting something to the world. And then when people turn them around, they will see that what's on the inside is very, very different. So all my work is in some way three-dimensional, whether it is like a mixed media three-dimensional collage or an assemblage sculptural piece. And I collect items all the time. I love the idea of recycling or upcycling old discarded items and giving them a new purpose. And a lot of people with hidden disabilities or hidden identities often do feel discarded by society. And so the thought that doesn't have to be shiny and new and pretty like old Barbie dolls, I think are much more interesting than new shiny Barbie dolls. Something that's gone through life, like you've lived a good life, you've been discarded, I'm now going to give you a new life in some art.